Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Ethiopia Deity campaign. I believe this is episode 3. By now, I'm hoping we have all of our audio and video issues kind of sorted out here, so things should be smooth sailing from now on. Last episode, we founded our religion, and we also finished settling our 4 starter cities, so won't be building settlers anymore anytime soon. So let's go ahead and keep going here. Looks like our city is being besieged by some barbarians. There is no way that they're going to take down this whole city with just 2 warriors, so don't really need to worry about that. Our worker is a little close there, so just keep an eye on them. Right, let's go ahead and go to the next turn here. We're just going to let our city take care of these barbarians. Also, again, I'm realizing the Ethiopian kind of unit symbols look very similar to the barbarians. So I thought that our warrior was a enemy one. It happens. Alright, but we're going to take some more units on our warrior here. I believe we do know that there's a camp down to the south somewhere here. At least that's where a lot of the barbarians have been coming from. So we could try and farm some experience from that. Getting your units leveled up is very important for going into war with the AI. You can take down just like a huge number of AI units and armies, even with just a few of your own units, as long as they have good promotions. And looks like we actually have nothing to do this turn. So go to the next one. Let me just review our religion real quick. Still the only religion. 5 mosques. We should figure out what we're going to be doing with our faith now. It's like we could do a missionary, a mosque, or a great prophet. I think I'm going to go for a mosque. Hopefully it'll build that in our capital. Just to get some extra faith production here. Alright, pull this warrior. Yeah, we are getting a promotion here. Looking at our land, we do have a lot of rough terrain, kind of to our south. And around our capital, it is more kind of flat land. Looking at kind of the forefront of where our wars are going to be, I think that the drill, so for the rough terrain, is going to be better. Go ahead and take that. Did I not get... Oh, so you can only get experience from barbarians up to level 2 of promotions. This is the warrior that we insta-healed, I believe, in the first episode. So that used up its first promotion. So this is kind of a garbage warrior now. It's going to be like a promotion behind all of our other units. But I guess we'll keep it around for now. Alright, and that road did actually finish. Got to off. Let's keep going on this road here. We're probably going to want to buy out to this marble. Don't need to do it immediately because our happiness is okay, but our worker is making its way up there. I'm going to check what I have locked down on my tiles here. One looks okay. Definitely you're going to want to build a fishing boat after this composite bowman. Get those fish online. I think these lockdowns are okay. And this is good enough for now. We are expanding to this iron. Would really like to expand to this wheat. It's 35 right now. When you're buying tiles, you do get a discount after your governor has expanded the city at least once. So once our city expands to this iron, our wheat will be cheaper to buy. So something to keep in mind if you're not in a rush to buy your tiles. And it looks like we have just 2 turns until that border growth. So I'm not going to worry about buying this right now, maybe in a couple turns. We'll lock this down. You're doing quite well on happiness this game, which is nice. Not sure if I said it before, but happiness is usually the thing that kind of limits your growth in the early game. So really making sure that you have a surplus of happiness, keep all of your cities growing nicely. All right, we did finish our plantation here. Pretty nice tile with the bananas. I think we're going to want to start on a road back to our capital here. I'm not going to worry about pre-building roads too much, just because we have plenty of gold, and in the long run, it's really not going to save us a huge amount. Bring our warrior back towards the capital here, so we can... Probably know there's no barbs here, but just to make sure. And we do have our comp bow. So let's send that down to where we think the barbarian camp is. Also still need to meet this city-state. Really, we should be doing quite a bit more scouting. So definitely could consider building a second scout here. I think first I'm going to want to get those fishing boats online, though. Work boats, I guess they're called. So let's go ahead and get one work boat for this fish. That should really make the growth of this city go a lot faster. So that way it can kind of keep up with our other cities here. This has one more turn till that border growth. Okay, and looks like our granary did get completed, helped along by those chops. Let's see here. So we definitely want a library. We could probably build something in between that, though, just because we kind of want our libraries to be done at the same time, so that way we can build our national college. I guess it's not bad to get a library done early. We do have the 12 faith right now. Could consider a shrine. We definitely want walls in this city. Not sure if it's worth building right now. We kind of want something that will increase its production. I could go for stable. I think I will go ahead and just take the library right now, just to get that over with. Don't have to worry about it later. And then we could consider taking optics here for that lighthouse. Lighthouse is a nice building for improving those fish. Our kind of long-term goal here is civil service. So if we click on that, these are the texts that we need right now. Drama and poetry is not super useful to us right now. I guess we could get that amphitheater online in our capital pretty early. I'm not too concerned about that. We are going to be getting some free aqueducts in our cities once we finish the tradition policy tree. So don't need to worry about that too much. I think I will just go ahead and kind of follow what it's doing for me right now. We aren't really worried about mathematics. Catapults are pretty bad. You're usually better off just sieging down cities with the archer units. So composite bowmen and later the crossbowmen are another kind of big landmark unit for wars. I'll just leave that as is, probably forget about it, and end up teching something dumb later. Okay, moving south with our bowmen. And we're going to scout around the Shoshone here. Looks like lots of large borders around here. Okay, you can see we are getting this movement bonus from the road now. So that's nice. We want to heal this warrior up. We could also consider upgrading to a swordsman. In fact, that's probably what I should be teching for right now. In the off chance that we do get invaded by the Shoshone soon here. I'm not sure if we have any iron improved. You do need iron to build the swordsman unit, so you got to improve them with your worker. We do have a worker like right here, so we can get iron online pretty soon. I think I will go ahead and take iron working first here. Kind of wasted a turn in drama and poetry, but hey, it's one turn. Looks like Harar did grow. Definitely want to be locking down those bananas. Yeah, I forgot to relock down these bananas. Probably looked kind of silly when I said all our lockdowns were good earlier. And we're going to want to switch to the fish once we get this workboat out. Silver tile there. All right, road is done here. Let's keep working on that road system. Rail ends here for our scouts. We're going to want to hopefully try and, I guess, get through this gap. It's probably just another wall of borders back here. Let's go ahead and auto-move our scout. some reason it's moving me through Libya's borders. I think we have open. Heal up our warrior here. Right. So, we could improve these horses and get the resources from that. There aren't too many horse units in the early game that you're worried about. Once we get to knights in the medieval age, then that's when horses really matter. I think right now we're probably better off building a road to Adwa here. Really get our economy booming. We could buy another worker here. I'm not sure what else we're going to be using our gold for. I guess we could also see another worker here. We should definitely steal from this city-state. Yeah, so I guess we'll wait a couple turns to get our warrior back online, and then move to stealing from the city-state again. We're probably going to need around 4 comp bows to take this city. Maybe you could do it with less, but probably 4 just to be safe. Go ahead and finish this road system, then probably work this iron. Alright, capital is done. Let's get a library in the capital. Definitely should have gotten that earlier. But hey, there is you know, way too much work to be done in the capital early on. So always kind of fear of missing out there. Let's improve this fish. Well, I'm thinking about it. Change that. Our growth in Adwa a little bit faster. I don't even want to try and pronounce this name. Let's see here. Yeah, while our worker's here, let's go ahead and finish this road, help out the other one. Oh, and our capital did grow. It's grown a couple times since last assigned tiles. I think I am okay with... Well, I guess let's work the extra gold and the extra food. Working the plains isn't bad here. Helps us build our buildings a bit faster. We do definitely want to be maximizing growth, though. Especially in tradition, the bigger you can get your capital, the more successful you're going to be in the long term. Okay, it's looking like there's probably not a barbarian encampment down here anymore. We do meet Antwerp, so getting hopefully some extra gold there. Guess we can scout down a little bit to the left with our composite bowmen. Definitely not the best use of military units, but might as well. Right, we have this road here. So that should have increased our income. Kind of missed if it did. But I believe you get 10 or 15 from connecting cities. Actually, okay, there we go. Now it says 1 from city connections. I guess, I thought you got a lot more than 1 from city connections. Maybe it's taking into account the maintenance of our roads. Well, because 8 gold spent on tile maintenance. I don't know. That is weird. Let me actually look that up really quick, just because I'm curious. Okay, so apparently there's actually a formula to figure out how much gold city connections generate, and it mostly depends on the city that is not your capital, so it depends on its population. I think it said it was like 1.1 times the city's population, and then 0.15 times your capital's population, minus 1. So we're getting 1 from our... 1 from our expand, 1 from our capital, minus 1. That's why we're only getting 1 gold currently from that connection. Should go up to 2 once we get to this next turn here. So in the long term, you definitely do make gold from city connections. But yeah, roads are kind of expensive. They are still obviously worth it for moving your units around, though. Like moving your workers especially is very nice. Just kind of having them be able to get all around the empire very quickly. Alright, so we did get iron working. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and grab the lighthouse here, just because we probably will be building one of those in our capital sooner rather than later. Coming around with our scout. And yeah, let's move back up to improve this iron. That way we can go ahead and upgrade our warrior into a swordsman. We could also trash this warrior, because we did waste a promotion on the insta-heal earlier. So probably better off just building a swordsman. Or building a warrior and then upgrading it. So we're almost done with this road as well. And started on that, and then started on the road far east. It looks like Adwa grew. We did steal the cotton with our capital. Go ahead and give that to the expand. Our capital has plenty of other good tiles to be working. This expand's going to be growing soon. Iron here. So I am definitely thinking about building up an army now. Once we get these kind of core buildings done in our capital, I am still planning on sieging down Ragusa. It's not the greatest city. In fact, 1, 2, 3, we can actually reach the pearls from Lalibela here. So we're probably better off just killing Ragusa and not worrying about having that 5th city, kind of just eating away at our happiness. But yeah, I didn't even realize that this pearls is within range anyways. So might as well get rid of Ragusa. Okay, up to this iron here. And I feel like there was something I had planned to do with this war. Oh yeah, I was going to steal the worker from her. So let's see if it's still there. Looks like it moved back into the capital. We're going to move this worker towards Adwa, just so when this worker finishes this road, it can move to this tile, and won't kind of have to move past it, which would eat up some turns. Okay, we finished the granary in Adwa. That's great for growth. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the library. You definitely could build shrines before libraries. Because we are currently, I believe... Okay, there is one other religion, and it is one of our neighbors. But we are still pretty far ahead in the religion game. Let's see, I was going to purchase a mosque. I guess we should probably try and spread our religion first, I'd say. I don't know, our cities are pretty low population. I think I'm just going to stick with the mosque, actually. Not worry about getting a missionary out to Harar quite yet. Most of our bonus from having more followers is that tithe. Again, yeah, we get tithe. So getting 1 extra gold per turn by converting Harar is not that great. The benefit is that it would start pressuring like Antwerp and Damascus to be getting our religion. So good for expansion, but I think just getting this faith from the mosque early on is still going to be better. Probably will get a missionary after the mosque, though. Try and sneak in here with a scout. Could probably ask Arabia for open borders. In fact, let's see what it's going to take to do that. I believe the rate is 2 GPT, typically. Alright, and that does work. So open borders with him. Will be nice for meeting the other civs. How many of them have we met? Okay, also looking at demographics here. This is something I should have done earlier for sure, but definitely just shows like who is kind of leading the game. Looks like Arabia is pretty far ahead in a whole lot of these. So definitely good that we are friends with Arabia. It's pretty obvious that we're going to be in last place in pretty much all of these. The Deity AI starts with some crazy advantages, and they're going to be ahead of us in pretty much all demographics until the late game. But again, looking at who I've met, I believe there's a way to do that. It looks like we've met 3 of the 5. So, looking to find those other 2 civs. I believe you do also get a tech research bonus if you meet like the civilization with a civilization who like owns the tech already. Then you get a bonus towards researching it. Just finding some gold down there. Shoot, just struck lightning. Not too far from my house there. Kind of scary. I do enjoy the rain, though. You guys have probably been able to hear some thunder during this recording, now that I think about it. Yeah, there's some thunder. Alright, let's head towards civil service again. I'm fine with doing drama and poetry first. Getting that early amphitheater is kind of nice. For the amphitheater, I believe you do need a citizen to work it in order to get the kind of culture and great person generation from it. And we really want to be working the land still, mostly with our citizens, at least to get better production. Actually don't have great production in our capital. We do have a few plains here, but mostly grassland. Not a lot of hills, which is not great, but I guess we'll be doing most of our production in our expansions. Hopefully getting like a good... I guess this isn't great for production either. Really, Adwa has most of our hills at gold. So definitely want to be growing Adwa. Something I should do is get a coastal trade route online. That is pretty big early. So there was definitely something else I wanted to produce. I guess it was an army. I'll definitely produce a coastal trade route first. And let's get started on this road here. Right. No worker there. Yeah, like I said, we're probably not going to upgrade this warrior just for the promotion thing. Looks like this road is done. Yeah, so we're getting 6 from city connections now. So not too bad. Probably have like 12 roads, so kind of getting half of our money back. And let's go ahead and build a quarry here. Improve the production in our capital just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start moving our composite bowmen back towards our borders. Start kind of centralizing our forces. Yeah, so we're going to build a... let's see. We're going to build a cargo ship, and then we're going to start focusing on a small army to take out Ragusa. Definitely could wait longer to build an army here. It's really not super necessary. I just kind of want to have some fun, I guess. It is Deity, but our position is pretty decent right now, and getting a decent army up in case Arabia does kind of turn against us is not a bad idea. It's always good to be safe. Wondering where Arabia's capital is, probably down here somewhere. Could consider buying embassies now. In fact, let's go ahead and do that with Arabia. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so its embassy's more south than I thought. Yeah, really kind of controlling this desert down here. Yeah, so there was like no way that we were going to get a settle in this desert in the first place. He was pretty close to there. Overall, I'm actually kind of happy with our borders and how they turned out. Really, we've definitely done the best with what we have. Not a huge fan of Adwa, but our other cities are okay as expansions. So what are we going to do with this warrior? I guess it it probably is worth keeping around just as a blocker unit. It'll be useful against Ragusa eventually. I should have moved it into this town here. Looks like this grew as well. Expansion. That stayed the same. Stayed the same. Yeah, always good to just check your cities for growth every once in a while. Make sure that you're working decent tiles. Want to keep growing here. Okay, Arabia wants open borders. I think we're gonna refuse this. I just tend to not really trust the AI with this. They get really annoying, kind of blocking your units, so they could like stand on tile improvements that I want to make with workers, or just make it generally annoying. Really, 1 GPT is not very much right now, so don't really care for that.
What is drama?
Up drama and poetry. Move our warriors into this city. Probably just keep them there until we are ready to siege Ragusa. Here. Alright. We're going to want to look for those other civilizations still. This automatic faith purchase mosque is no longer valid. Oh, it's because we just bought a mosque in our capital. So yeah, you can only have one religious building in each of your cities, or at least like one of each. I'm not sure if I could like also have a pagoda. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but we're going to go ahead and buy a missionary here. Probably want our religion to be at least in our main 4 cities before we consider getting a great prophet to kind of upgrade it. Okay, research agreements. It's pretty rare that I go for research agreements. How much? I guess. Okay, we have 250 gold. You know what? It's not something I normally do. I don't know a whole lot about it, honestly. But yeah, let's see if he goes for it. He does. Hopefully, signing a research agreement with him will also make him less likely to attack us. Look at all these units. Like, Deity AI just loves to spam units and tile improvements and everything all over the map. They'll bankrupt themselves. They're terrible at science, but they have a ton of advantages to kind of balance out their badness at the game. Building a road here. Looks like our capital did also grow. So let's see our work. I'm going to keep it on the plains to get our cargo ship out a little bit faster. Right, iron is good to go. We could consider building some units in our expansions now. We are going to want our library, though. So once we have a library in all of our cities, we can build our national college, like I was saying before. That is a big boost to our science. Sooner we get that online, the better. Okay, and because this marble is not in our borders, I don't think we're gonna get the happiness improvement, even if we do improve it. So let's go ahead and just build a farm back here. And we can help with the road with this other worker. It's like add a group here. This will just work. Okay, and it looks like we did get our first spy. I guess that's because someone entered the Renaissance era. Go into spying here. Yeah, I'm not sure where our other neighbors are. It could be that they are to the west here. Okay, getting that road finished. are running low on happiness. Hopefully we will get this gold improved soon. Just kind of waiting for our board to go there. Might end up buying that. It's only 35 gold. Probably worth it. We should honestly just buy to this marble as well. Okay, finishing off tradition here. So finishing tradition will give us 15% growth and those free aqueducts like I was talking about. Also, purchase of great engineers with faith. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, but finishing off tradition now. So pretty much we are definitely going to want to go aesthetics here. This is going to help us generate culture. At least we're going to want aesthetics next. And then we're going to probably get like 1 or 2 points in aesthetics. And then from there, we're going to go straight into rationalism. Rationalism is great because it improves your science a lot. And like I've said before, science is the name of the game. So we're going to want to get that. Oh, and then the reason we want aesthetics is to get more culture so we can get more rationalism policies. Okay, looks like, again, we are kind of running out of land with our scout here. Looks like the Shoshone are on a coast. So yeah, it looks like, saying looks like a lot. It looks like the other AI are to our west. Just going to move our combo next to Ragusa. Okay, and we are on to researching civil service, so going to get that pretty soon. Does mean we want to be building farms here. So yeah, now that our workers are done, let's go ahead and build a farm. This tile. We are getting rid of the jungle, which is kind of unfortunate. Once you build universities in a city, you get science from jungle tiles. But I think having the river growth in our capital is more important. I'm going to chop that down. Go ahead and move our combo up here. Okay, and we do have our cargo ship here. So I think we could consider feeding Adwa. Adwa's actually doing better than I thought. It's at 4 population. So I think we actually just want to grow our capital more. So I'm going to move this home city to Lalibela here. That's going to take a turn. Let's go ahead and improve sheep. We're just going to auto-move our scout. Hopefully try and get to the west here somehow. Like there's a mountain range of us. Okay, and again, lots and lots of stuff to build in our capital. I'm just going to try and get these combos out of the way. Try and build 3 more. Could consider buying one. Probably not the smartest to buy one. Yep, so we're going to give our capital here 7 food per turn, which is a lot. It's kind of like our capital tile and the cattle combined. So you definitely can consider doing trade routes for gold as well. It's generally not as good as feeding your capital, at least in experience, but if you are really desperate for gold, then you can do that. We are negative in happiness now, so could consider building some coliseums to offset the kind of happiness from our population growth here. Still do not have a shrine in any of our cities. I think I will go ahead and start building shrines. And let me just check the recording here. It looks like we are almost at the end of episode 3 already. So yeah, we made some more progress this time. We got our road system built. We have our expansions growing nicely. Grew into unhappiness finally. We are getting close to researching civil service, kind of the next big step in the game, jumping into the medieval era. After that, it's going to be crossbowmen. And we are getting ready for our war with Ragusa. So everything's going along pretty good right now. I'm a bit worried about being attacked, but we are building up a military, so don't have to worry about that too much. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.